about 2 years in the environmental science program. I took an economics class. It really interested me, so I got my minor in economics. But as I started studying environmental science more, I realized they were just talking about problems, problems, problems. Nobody wanted to talk about a solution, and all the solutions I found to environmental problems were actually in my economics class. So I felt I could take a real bite out of the problem and, make some progress with economics as a tool.
A lot of the classes I was taking for international studies and globalization, they helped me understand why the world works the way it does and answered a lot of my questions that I'd had. And the more I got into economics, the better it became, the more interesting it became. And also I found out on the BLS website, Bureau of Labor Statistics, that economics is going to be high demand within the future. So anybody that has an economics degree is going to be set up for the job market.
The professors here were really easy to approach, and they were always small class sizes, so they were able to take time to work with me, and I think that really helped. And then also professionally it helped me in that area because my professors were really willing to connect me with local firms in the area outside of HSU to try to get a job where I ended up landing a job where I'm working now in the field that I was studying. So I was really lucky to be able to have that experience, and HSU has helped me in both of those ways.
We have several pathways. We have the business pathway. Essentially all of our pathways have a core group of courses that the students take, and then a number of economics electives. And then with each different pathway, students get a minor in some other area. So with the business economics pathway, they get a minor in business. With the political science, they get a minor in political science. And we also have one for mathematics and for computer information systems and natural resources and planning. And then our students, if they have some other ideas, some other combinations they'd like to explore, they can do a self-designed pathway. And one option within the self-designed pathway is to have an all-economics pathway where you can take 7 economics electives courses.
The faculty has been really nice. The school I came from was a lot larger than Humboldt, and so it was nice that the faculty actually knew your name and knew what you were interested in and wanted to help you be successful.
I think probably the thing I value the most about the program is that I don't know where else I could have possibly gone where the professors in the department would be like Beth, Eric, Dan, and Tom. Like, I know them all on a first name basis, and I have a relationship with each of the professors in the department. I don't think I would have gotten that at many other universities. It's probably the thing I value most about the econ department here.
Probably the most interesting project I did was for Econ 309, the Economics of a Sustainable Society, where we analyzed the cost effectiveness, or I did the cost effectiveness of a solar system, of a PV system. Yeah, and it was pretty, it was a good project. At the beginning, I really wasn't into it, but as we moved into started doing some of the analysis and some of the calculations, it became really interested, and I was really proud of it. That's the one project I look back on, and I was glad I got to do it.
Well, I came to HSU for a number of reasons. I've always been really interested in the environment, but I had come across economics as a major because I thought it was really useful, and HSU offered an environmental economics program which none of the other universities really offered that I'd be willing to go to. It also is a rural area. It's away from, the urban, suburban lifestyle, and coming from Tahoe, I think that'd be a shock to me going to somewhere that was, a big city, so I really like it up here.
Everyone's really friendly here. It's, when you move from an urban area to a place like Arcata, you would think that it's going to be really hard to meet people, but everyone here is really friendly, and, this is a place where you can be walking at 2, 3 in the morning and people will say hello to you. And where I come from, no one says hello to you at 2 in the morning.
I'm originally from Japan. Studying at HSU is really great for those international students who don't know anybody when you come to abroad, because it's a small class sizes, and you get to be in touch with professors, and they would just say, "How are you?" and they remember your name, and you don't feel uncomfortable asking questions with your broken English or whatever.
I like the students at Humboldt State, and in my discussions with faculty, that's what 99% of them are going to tell you, that the students really make the difference. This is a very special community here of students, and we really get people who I think are a cut above as far as their maturity, their curiosity, their sense of social responsibility, and it's a delight to be a faculty member here, and that's what I hear universally from my colleagues. We really like interacting with these students. I can't think of a better place to be teaching and a better group of students to be working with.
I was primarily drawn to HSU because of its reputation as a socially aware institution, and it's a progressive institution. It's environmentally involved, and there's a lot of activism that goes on here, and so I was primarily drawn to HSU for its reputation and the surrounding town.
My advice for econ freshmen is to take plenty of math, because otherwise you really miss out on a lot, so take plenty of math. And then my advice for non-econ majors would be to take econ, because you miss out on a lot when you don't take econ.
Don't get too bogged down in what you're doing afterwards. You can always change. You know, there's a lot of flexibility, and having an econ degree, I think, really helps open the doors to a vast variety of different occupations, because it helps you to learn how to think, how to problem solve, and those skills are needed across the board. And so if you find yourself, you know, your first job out of school, maybe it's not something you want to do, you know, feel free to change and be flexible. And keep in touch. We want to hear what you're doing.
I'm an environmental planner. I work in a local firm. We have about 8 people there, and we write environmental impact statements, initial studies, all kinds of different documents where basically a private developer or a city agency or you know, other government agency will come in and ask us to write you know, environmental impact statement for a project that was proposed. So we work with a lot of different agencies.
I know when I move on from here, I'm still going to keep in contact with some of the students here in the major, and they're probably people that will be my lifelong friends.